So the process to soldering, and to kind of give you an overview, I have flux, and what flux is, it's slightly corrosive, so you really don't want to get this on your skin. And the purpose of it, this stuff here is a paste. The purpose of it is it's a little bit acidic, so it'll clean, but when it burns, it off gases. It produces a gas that displaces oxygen. And what the flux does is it prevents oxidation while you are soldering. You need soldering iron, and there's multiple different kinds. This is my handy dandy trusty good old fashioned go-to soldering gun. And when you pull the trigger right here, the trigger, the heats up the soldering tip, and you have to make sure everything is clean. And as I go forward, I'll show you some other things. But one of the things you want to do is clean the tip of your soldering iron. Okay, and that's what happens to the solder or the flux. When it gets hot, it liquefies. The next thing, you have solder. There's different kinds. You're going to find one for your application. This stuff is thin. It's about just about 1/8 of an inch thick, and you want thin solder for smaller wires because it doesn't take much heat. The thicker the solder, the more heat it's going to take. And then another thing you're going to need is something to clean all of your surfaces with. So if you see shiny copper on your wire, it's pretty clean. But the piece we're going to solder to has to be clean, so I'm going to scuff it up with some abrasive paper. Then I'm going to apply solder to that surface, solder to the wire. I will then do what is called tinning the wire, where I apply solder to the wire. I will apply solder to the plate here where I'm going to attach the wire, and then I will heat everything so it solidifies together. This piece here where I'm going to attach the wire is going to require a significant amount of heat, so I'm going to take the brush out of the motor. I will use my heat applicator to preheat gently that piece, and it will take the load off the soldering iron and help it to get up to temperature faster. That will liquefy the solder, and I'll just show you things as I go along here. So I use my sanding cloth, which is abrasive, and I clean the top here of the contact where I'm going to put the wire. You can see it's a lot more shiny. I also fanned out my wire, and I cleaned that and I also squished it and fanned it out in a different direction, and I did the same thing. With soldering or brazing or whatever you're doing, you want to have everything clean. So now that everything is clean, what I'm going to do is apply some flux to my soldering surfaces. My soldering iron is cold, so I just want to apply some. You can use a screwdriver or any other type of applicator you need to get the job done. So I apply some flux there. I'm going to liquefy it and then dip the wire in it, and I'll apply flux to the wire, and then I will tin everything with solder next. I want to add a little bit of flux to the tip of my solder. To liquefy it helps. And then as soon as my soldering iron gets up to temp, you can check your temp by seeing if it melts the solder, which it does. So now I want to heat up my wire, let the flux melt, and then tin the wire, which is essentially just covering it in solder. And make sure it's completely covered. You got a good connection there, good bond. Okay, got a lot of solder on the wire. That's all loaded up. Now what I want to do is preheat my surface where this is going to go. It's just going to help the soldering iron heat it up faster. We're going to pause for a second. I couldn't make any movie magic happen with my lighter. It's out of butane. So I'm going to use the soldering iron to heat the surface that I'm going to solder. And you can tell by the melting points of both the flux and then a test bead of solder to see if it's hot enough. It's going to take a few minutes to heat up. Okay, you can see I got a pretty good pool of solder collecting on that piece of metal. It's up to temperature now. The propane helped that out a little bit. So now I want to get my trusty dusty extend a finger here and melt it all together. So once the solder is adhered to the metal plate we cleaned, and one of the other reasons for using an abrasive cloth is you scratch the surface and you're essentially adding tooth for the solder to adhere to. So the solder is bonding with the metal, and just want to make sure I have enough heat here. I'm not confident I do, so I'm going to go back to my improvised method of heating. Just need a very low heat. Want to make sure that that metal plate is up to temperature enough. Okay, so you see now everything liquefied and it ran. I'm holding it in place till it cools down and solidifies. And give it a tug test, and there you have it. That sucker's on there.